Welcome back to another jQuery tutorial. In this jQuery tutorial, I'm going to introduce you guys to the newly released jQuery user interface 1.8. This was released, I believe, about a week ago, and the cool thing about jQuery user interface is that it provides you with a huge array of these great user interface tools that are so easy to implement into your website. There are some basic things that you have to understand about jQuery, which we sort of went over a little bit in the first two tutorials. But the best way to learn something is to actually get down and just start doing it. And sometimes people can talk about it and people can show you how to do it, but you really can't learn until you do it yourself. So I'm sort of gonna introduce you to jQuery user interface. I'm going to show you how to download it. I'm going to show you how to create your own themes, and then I'm going to sort of let you dive in and sort of discover it for yourself. So I'm just going to point you in the right direction, and after I show you how to download it and I show you what it's all about, I'm going to go through and detail all the custom components that are inside jQuery user interface. So to get started, I went to jQuery.com, and up here at the top you see a link to jQueryUI. So go ahead and click on that, and there's some stuff you can read here about jQueryUI. There's a lot of stuff you can read here actually, but right now I'm going to show you what jQueryUI has to offer. I'm going to show you the demos and documentation link right here. You see there's interactions, widgets, and effects, and you can see there's these draggable, droppable. There's just a lot of different options of things you can do, and I'm not going to run you through all of them right now, but I am going to say that they're really cool. So go ahead and click on themes as well, and I'm going to click on gallery right here, and now you can see what some of these I'm going to call them widgets, what they look like. And you can see things like accordion and tabs. And if you remember in the earlier Dreamweaver CS4 tutorials, we were going over Adobe's version of Spry assets, and a lot of the stuff they had looks similar to this, but this is a much more updated, cleaner, quicker, faster version. Well, it isn't a version of Adobe Spry, but it has a lot of the same things in it, and it also has some new things that are completely different and I think better and cleaner and much more documented than the Adobe Spry stuff. But anyway, as you can see over here to the left, we have all these different themes, and you can click on them and you can see that as soon as you click on them, it's going to change the colors and the theme of these individual pieces of the jQuery user interface. And what's cool about jQuery UI is that all of these pre-configured themes are ready for you to download right now. It's as easy as finding which one you want, and when you go to the download page, which I'm about to show you, all you have to do is select it from a drop-down menu, and then you extract it. You extract the zip folder into your web page, and voila, it's right there for you. So now that I've introduced you to the gallery, to the themes, I'm going to let you explore them. I'm going to let you check them out. There are a lot to view, and you can also create your own. There is a ton of options here, and I'll let you run through those, and we will go through these later in more detail. But as you can see, you just have complete customization over how you want your widgets to look. So let's get to it. Let's go ahead and download these these pieces of jQueryUI. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go with the UI lightness theme. So up here at the top, I'm gonna click on download, and as you can see, it pops up with some options here. Like, there's all these different components, and they're all selected, and basically all these different components are individual pieces of the jQuery UI that you can select yourself. You can select all of them, you can select a few of them. I guess it really depends on what you need. But since we're going to go through and we're going to check out each one of these components individually in this jQuery series, I'm going to go ahead and download each and every one of them, and that is what the default is for when you click on the download. All of them are selected. You can see that here, 30 of 30 selected. So over here to our right, this is the drop down menu I was talking about. You see all these different themes that were created for us already, and I'm just going to go ahead and stick to the one that they have as the default, which is UI lightness. And there are some advanced theme settings here. We're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to download version 1.8 because that is the newest version, and you see that it is for jQuery 1.4 plus. And in the past tutorials, the jQuery version we downloaded was 1.4.2, so we're good to go. So I'm going to click on download, and I'm going to save this, and you can see that it is completed the download. I'm going to double click on that, and I'm going to select all of the components inside of this folder. I'm going to copy them, and then I'm going to go to my localhost. I'm going to go to the WAMP folder, which that is where my localhost is, inside the www root. And you can see I've already created this jQuery UI folder. And so inside the jQuery UI folder is where I'm going to paste all the stuff that I just copied. And this might take a second. And you can see that it is 3.27 meg, which is considerably large, but with all the components that we get, it's not that bad. Alright, perfect. So since this is just an introduction to jQuery UI, I'm going to go ahead and have a look at what this page looks like. And you can see it looks sort of similar to the stuff that we are inspecting on the themes. You can see these widgets and these pieces. Not all of them, but some of them are on the example page that comes with the download. And you can see how the theme that we created is displayed. And so now that you have been exposed to jQuery UI, I have a feeling that you're seeing this stuff and you're like, wow, I didn't even realize all of this stuff was out there for free for me to go download and for me to check out and use for free. So that's the beauty of open source software. That is why I'm an advocate of open source software, and why I really love companies that choose to allow people to come and develop and use their stuff for free, because it's a great product. So that wraps up this tutorial. In the following tutorials, we're going to go ahead and check out all of these different components, and we're going to look a little bit deeper into creating our own theme. And hopefully you guys are excited and pointing around and looking at all these things, being like, wow, I really didn't notice that I could do all this. And in the next tutorials, we're really going to dive into jQuery UI, and at the same time we're going to learn jQuery. We're going to learn how to manipulate all these different things and how to use them on a day-to-day basis. So I will see you guys in the next tutorial.